What's up, everybody? I'm back. Today I'm doing some DTF stuff for my wife to test because she wanted to try a new design. So I'm gonna get into it and print some other, like I gotta test it because it is on a smaller 8.5 by 11 sheet. They don't always come out the best because for some reason I can't find the setting in the app. They used to be in Garment Creator where you would pull it up, it would show you a preview of the size you're using, and then you could use it. Now, for some reason, I don't see it. Maybe I'm overlooking it. I'll probably reach out to Epson on sometime during the week, because today is Sunday, and see if I'm just overlooking it now. But again, that was a nice feature. Not sure if they took it out because they expect you to use a larger sheet. But I'm using UniNet DTF Pro sheets that came with it. So here we go. I will show you guys a couple things too when we get into it, because there's some things that you might overlook or might not know, like just how to make duplicates on the same sheet so you don't have to keep reprinting. But I'm putting this on here. It's like anything else. Let me roll this down. Yeah, just centering it up. And like I said, this is a test, so if it comes out wrong, I don't care. The sheets came with the printer. So here we go. This is the first try. All right. So here's the artwork right there. I think I can make it a little bit bigger, which I'm gonna try to. But that's it right there. And as you know, bring it over to the heat press, put it on there, and let it hover above it. Oh, no, I am messing up. See? Like I said, most mistakes are human error. I almost forgot to add the powder. I am not perfect. I'm still learning. I don't do DTF every day, so. But I caught myself. Doesn't have to be a crazy amount, just enough to cover the sheet. I don't know if you can see it that good. I'm using a GoPro, so it might not come up that well, but it's got a small amount of powder on it. And just barely over it. And now we are going to do some editing of this design to make it a little bit bigger and duplicate it. All right, so here's the design on Garment Creator. So what I'm going to do is go to Layout and Settings. I did 9 by 9 inch on here. I'm going to try 10 inch. See how it comes out. It's going to be very close, if not too large. Got a top center. So for everybody who wants to know, there it is. See, I told you guys I was overlooking something. The film guide right under the sizing and layout. A2, 8 by 2.75 by 11.69. That's the film size I'm using. Here's the other film sizes down here. So you got your A3, A3 Plus, which I'm planning on purchasing the A3 because it's almost the size of the Platinum. you know. So yeah, right there, I answered my own question. Top center, film guide. There you go. See it right there. Now I highlighted the area. So now I know exactly what I can do. So let's try 11 by 11. Yeah, there we go. So that, do 11.25 and see what that comes up to. 0.25. So it puts it right there. Top center. So now I'm going to move that over here to the left, and I'm going to hit this A+ button. So what that A+ button lets me do is duplicate. There's a duplicate button right here off to the right. You're going to hit it, and it's duplicated it, but you don't see it until you drag it over. So it copies it on top of the other artwork. So I'm going to do that. So now I've created, you know, per se a gang sheet using this. So I'm going to hit OK, and bam. Now you see both of them on one sheet. And you know what? Platen height needs to be set to P. I didn't do that last time. Little things. Like I said, I don't do this stuff every day. Here we go. So we're gonna lower it down, and if it comes out good, it's good. If it comes out bad, we try again. But I got it centered up by I. I didn't fold it in the middle. I want to keep the paper down. Like I said, I'm using a little bit of hand sanitizer to kind of stick it down. Not the best thing, but that's what I got. So I'm going to hit print, and I have this on print quality 3. So let's try it and see if this comes out right. You know, I overlooked this the other day, but now I figured it out again, so let's go. Wait for this to load up. There you go. So while that's going in there, let's go check on this first one I did. All right, so the powder has not cured, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. And this is the issue you will run into if you're using a heat press. This is a Waller press, like I said. I don't have a problem with Waller press, but my issue is, you know, it takes a lot longer. I don't know, like I said, I gotta get a heat gun on there and see, or a thermometer, and see what the actual temperature is coming out of there. Here you go, see it coming through. I think I got it just right. Boy, just there. Perfect length. It's coming out pretty good. There you go. Look at that. Perfect. So now I'm gonna powder it, and in the meantime I'm gonna wait for that to get done and then put this one on there, and then I'll show you guys what it's supposed to look like when it cures. But I'll be back in a bit. All right, everybody. So wasn't too terribly long, but I got it cured, and as you see, oops, sorry. I don't know if you can make it out, but it looks almost like the skin of an orange. How it's all kind of pitted and smooth. That's how you want it to be. So you can kind of see it on this one the best. That's for your best results. So I'm gonna have my wife look at this and see if she likes it and try it out, and we'll go from there. Here's the other one that I started with. See, there you go. You can see it, the pitting. Doesn't feel like powder. It's nice and sticky. And, you know, you press it, put it on your garment, whatever you're using, backpack, hat. You know, find ways to make this work, make money. You know, I had a new subscriber, you know, message me, and, or I won't say message me, leave comments. And, you know, I left some tips. So, you know, drum up business, guys. You know, hit up the schools, the shops, the car clubs, dance schools, dance clubs. You know, you see it, leave book clubs. Hey, you guys want a couple shirts? You don't have to get a 200 order minimum. You can do the 5 to 10 to 15 to 50 shirts, depending on the size of the club. Hey, go to a local business that you see is opening up, and just, you know, hey, you guys got anybody to make shirts for you guys? You know, you don't want to open up your business without an actual shirt. Have them come up with the logo, print out a test for them, bring it back to them. See if they like it. Make some tweaks if you have to. Make them happy. Drum up that business, because once you tell them, hey, you might be their person to constantly make shirts for them when they get new employees, or their shirts fade out and they want more, or they just want extras, or they have something new they want to do or test. They're going to hit you up because you're the guy that came up to them, or the girl that came up to them and just said, hey, I got this for you. You don't have no mandatory minimums of some crazy amounts, and just work with them. And depending on what types of shirts you're using, you know, mostly with the DTG, it's going to be cotton. So I use RTP, but I do pre-treat with my Sonic pre-treat machine, the Sonic Jet from Racoma. You could also, the DTFs could be the thing. Maybe they have polyester, you know, active wear, and they want to use that. Hey, use the DTF stuff for them. Make it work. You know, it's money out there. You know, there aren't billionaires for a reason. There aren't millionaires for no reason. They got out there and they did what they had to do. You know, not everybody's born into it like me, maybe you as well. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share the videos. And I'm serious, if you got any questions or anything, hit me up in the comments. I don't know everything, as you see in this video. I make mistakes, but I'm learning. I use this machine almost every day, if not every day. So there's things I overlook, and there's things that, you know, I catch on to. I learned a lot in training, and it came back to me in the middle of this video. So guys, again, like, subscribe, share, ask me questions. I'm here to help as much as I can. And again, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.